Did Bhogar Siddhar create only one idol of Muruga Perumal? Or is there something more hidden behind this mystery? Today, let's explore how Muruga Perumal revealed the secret through an experience of Rejith. In the previous episode, we saw how Muruga Perumal began communicating with Rejith through dreams. During those early days, Rejith had a different aspiration. He wanted to become a well-known scriptwriter in cinema. We saw in the previous episodes that he already had a divine encounter at the age of 28, and Muruga Perumal told him that he would come under his protection after turning 30. So naturally, Rejith believed that with Muruga Perumal's blessings, his dream of becoming a successful scriptwriter would come true. At the same time, somewhere within, he also felt that he was being prepared for something much bigger. As always, we never fully know the divine plan. By this time, Rejith had started visiting Palani frequently. One day, he had a dream. He saw himself inside the Palani temple. Suddenly, people began asking everyone to leave. The temple doors were being closed one after another. This felt unusual because normally the temple remains open till late evening. There was confusion everywhere. People were rushing out in all directions. As he tried to exit, Rejith moved towards a pathway near the ladies' restroom at the back of the temple. That path led to a staircase. He climbed down along with a few others. Then he saw a rock with a monkey sitting on it. Right next to it was a cave, and at that moment, somebody in the crowd said loudly, "The second idol made by Bhogar Siddhar is inside this cave." And the dream entered. After this dream, Rejith was wondering whether he should go to Palani. While he was still thinking about it, he received a call. It was from his friend Mahalingam, who worked as a barber in the Palani temple Devasthana. He was inviting Rejith for his wedding. Rejith was surprised. They were not that close, yet he had been remembered and invited. At that moment, it felt as if Muruga Perumal himself was calling him to Palani. So, without delay, he started the journey with his friend Narayanan. Since the reception was in the evening, they first went up the hill to the temple. People began asking everyone to leave. Rejith and his friend were shocked. What was happening in front of them was exactly what he had seen in his dream. Every detail. It felt almost unreal, as if he was reliving something he had already experienced. Rejith felt as if he was a character in Christopher Nolan movie. Immediately, Rejith started searching for the pathway near the ladies' restroom. A devotee stopped him and warned him not to go that way. Rejith explained his dream. After hearing it, the devotee allowed him, but cautioned that security guard would stop them. As expected, they were stopped. The guards said, "This path is not allowed for the public. It is used by the Pandaram community who bring water daily for Abhishekam, and the path is slippery and dangerous." But Rejith insisted. He said this was Muruga Perumal's instruction and requested them not to stop him. After some hesitation, they allowed them to proceed. They walked down the path and reached the bottom, but they couldn't find any cave. Rejith and his friend were confused. The first part of the dream had come true exactly, but not the second part. Just then, they realized they were near the Palani Museum. Hoping to find answers, they went inside. the person in charge spoke about Bhogar Siddhar. He explained that the Muruga Perumal idol is made of Navapashanam, a combination of 9 poisons which together form a powerful medicine. Anything that touches the deity, water, milk, sandal, absorb its medicinal properties. Then Rejithji asked about the second idol. He said, there is a belief that BhogarSiddhar created another idol and hid it somewhere. Is it true? This officer responded strongly. This is not a story, it is the absolute truth. He further explained that the second idol is meant for a different time and will remain hidden until then. Either BhogarSiddhar himself will return or he will choose someone to reveal it. Then he said something striking. That person could be anyone. It could be you or even me. Hearing this, Rejithji was shaken. They quietly stepped out of the museum. As he looked up, even the clouds felt like a call. So once again, they started climbing the hill. At the top, they noticed a group of Devasthanam officials. Among them was a person whom everybody seemed to respect deeply. Rejithji recognized him. It was Commissioner Sundaram. He approached an officer and asked if he could meet the commissioner. The response was immediate. No, he is busy with Surya Samhara arrangements. Rejithji felt uncertain. Was this where it ends? His friend suggested they return. Rejithji said, let's wait for 5 minutes. If nothing happens, we will leave. Time passed. On the 4th minute, the commissioner's security, Kaliyappan, stepped out. Something within pushed Rejithji to approach him. He explained everything, the dream, the cave, the second idol. Kaliyappan listened silently and went inside. A few moments later, they were called in. The commissioner heard them and said, today is not possible. Stay for a day and meet you tomorrow. The next morning, they returned with anticipation. The commissioner asked Rejithji to explain the dream in detail. When he mentioned the monkey on the rock, Kaliyappan immediately said, Kurangan Pare, monkey rock. They then took him through the same path. A blocked portion was cleared and they led him to that exact rock, the same rock he had seen in his dream. Rejithji was overwhelmed. He began moving towards the cave. At that moment, the commissioner firmly said, stop. Rejithji paused. The commissioner then said, now you can leave. I'll come to Thrissur in a few days and take you to meet an important person. Who was that person? What was the next step in the journey? And what is the truth behind the second idol? Let's explore that in the next episode.